Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Monarchs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This will be taken in at the 1. Oh, look at the juke. And it's a touchdown. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mariota now to throw on first down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll run for the first time to James Conner. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Let's get
the 34-yard line.
Set, wide, hey. Check, 48's the mic. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. One. 48.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in secondary.
On 3rd down, it's Conner. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. On 4th down, they snap it to Mariota. He's got Sanu. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Mariota. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a carry. It's C.J. Anderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a third and long. From the gun, Mariota. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Yeah, they'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let's go! Henry, 50. I got you. I got you. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby.
And he makes it all the way down to the 31. And they rattle off a big one. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. On second down now, it's Hill. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Throwing is Mariota. And his throw's going to be incomplete. T.Y. Hilton once again the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a third and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The result of first down is a quick slant gets him 14.
first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Shift! Watch the shift! Kill. Check it back.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle. On 2nd down, it's Connor. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, Mariota. Buying time to his left. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mariota. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mariota now, eluding the pressure right. Finds his running back, James Conner. Only 2 there on the dump-off. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out.
Check Mike, go. Check Mike 40. Watch the run. Let's go. Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40.
To the air again, Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
But he's got his man Hilton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, again to Connor. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Check, he's coming. 3. Orbit. 40. All day, dog.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mariota escaping the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.
We got 3, buddy. We got 3. Hey, switch gears.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 2nd and 9, Mariota, and he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They've got it first and goal at the 7. Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Again, it's Mariota. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. Third down. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. Mariota again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Now a give, right side. Muhammad. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 33.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run it with Hill. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Jackson from the shotgun, sliding out of the pocket. Room here to run. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Watch the screen.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Let's put him on the bus. Check, Charlie.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Mariota now from the 50. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
To throw again on second down, Mariota.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And the Steelers on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
They can't hang with us. Alpha.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. 4th down, Mariota. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Zoom, fellas. Let's go.
A first down throw for Mariota. He's got Anderson right side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Safety screaming. Why? Who? You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want none.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On second down, Anderson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. To throw is Mariota. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Now for the point after. It's up and good, a 7-point margin. It's 20-13 now. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Being chased out left. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Take it.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Mike 50, Mike 50. He's taking off.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep is T.Y. Hilton. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, good footwork on the spin. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively, pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 24. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
Here's Austin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike 40, Mike 40. All right, T, let's go. Down, stop.
Following the interception here, Mariota. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Randall Cobb. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are back within a single score. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they...
They'll start the drive with Hill. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
I got it.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Set, ready. Here we go.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. That's Aguilar with it on the jet sweep. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, Hill. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Muhammad. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Watch the blood.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Push him back.
On 1st down, Muhammad. And some room to work. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is up to 14.
Next to score, Monarchs 34, Steelers 20. Justin Tucker set to...
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last
That's
time.
true.
That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Pick the edge, pick the edge. Go, go.
They'll give to Anderson here, out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
The 41-yard line.
Check, 48's the mic.
One.
They'll run on first down. Connor. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Steelers, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
48.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Caught by Sanu. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And he gets it down to the 32. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Throwing is Mariota. He's going to air one out. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Randall Cobb, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season as his guys are back within a single score. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
You tighten up. Let's go. You tighten up. And minus 50, minus 50.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Dancing to his left. And some space here. The 20. And he slides to avoid the hit. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On second down, Ingram. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Jackson now. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Tim Patrick, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. On second down and 4, Mariota forced out to his left. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Connor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Mariota throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it's 3rd down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the first down at around the 22. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Mariota on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Come on now, come on now.
And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a give right side. Muhammad. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in.
And he will have a touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Mariota. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mariota eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the gun, Mariota. This will be caught just inside the 10. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Mariota to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Josh Gordon, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Finding his big receiver, Patrick, over the middle. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
No, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw it. Sanu with a grab over the middle. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Mariota now. He's got Sanu. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One last shot now from Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.